Hi, it's Mary Clare, Mystics by the Sea, and today is November 3rd. Welcome to a new month, everyone. And today I pulled the moon, okay? This is what you hide. This is what is hidden. This is what you suppress, what you oppress. Maybe somebody around you is suppressing and oppressing. All right, this is learned behavior, I feel. It's what you hide. All right. This is someone who has learned how to bury their emotions. They hide. They kind of like live in the shadows of who they are. The moon has to learn to allow whenever the moon appears, which it did today. This is about you bringing what lies beneath. It's starting to bubble up to the surface. It's emotions, okay, because the moon is all water. It's emotions. And this is about allowing to bring up to the surface what you need to bring out into the light of day. All right. When the moon appears, you can no longer hide. You can no longer hide who you are, what you desire, what you need. Okay. So the moon is about coming out from behind and into the light. All right. And you do that by allowing yourself to feel, to express. And don't be surprised too. Sometimes the moon will indicate that something will come into the light. It may not be you. I usually read cards though as you, but I don't know. I just want to say you might see someone. Something might be brought to light that someone has hidden. That might just, I don't know. I just felt the need to say that. Okay, so if it's your birthday today, you have the three birth number and a 5 personal year. And a 3 birth number is expression, inspiration. You guys are wonderful communicators. You're good socializers. You're definitely people, but you do like your alone time too. The 3s have got to learn in this lifetime where they can express themselves. I always say they make wonderful teachers because they're very inspiring and they're charming, and they're 3s are just it's a good personality to have. All you have to do is not be afraid to talk, because in this lifetime with the 3, you will talk in front of people. It's just inevitable. And I always say, if you're not comfortable doing that, take some public speaking, find a way in order to develop that confidence in you, because you have a lot to say and it's very uplifting and inspiring. That's just who you are. All right. Then you have the 5 personal year, and a 5 personal year is change. It's change and it's movement. I wanted to make sure that was your number. Yes, it is. Change and movement, and it's slow and steady. Okay, so we are coming out of a 5, so hopefully you've made some choices, made some changes this year. It's a slow 5 is a very slow process though. There's nothing fast. Okay, there's do not be impulsive in a 5 year, because you don't want to make the wrong decisions. You don't want to make the changes that aren't the best choices. In other words, don't make it harder than it already than it already has to be, because in a 5 year the change is always challenging but necessary. Have a great day.